It all started with a simple question, one I wasn't prepared for. Can we talk? Her voice trembled as she spoke. I remember the way her hands fidgeted, her eyes refusing to meet mine. She had always been confident, always so sure of herself. But in that moment, I saw something different. Fear. A kind of fear I never imagined she was capable of. I should have known something was wrong. The way she had been distant, cold, always too busy, always too tired. But I never expected this. Never thought it would come to this. I've been seeing someone else. Her words were barely above a whisper. It's not a mistake. It's been going on for months. I didn't yell. I didn't ask why. Because in that moment, I realized I didn't need the answers. They were already written in her eyes. The betrayal had already shattered everything. There was nothing left to say. Instead of fighting, instead of pleading, I stood up, grabbed my jacket, my keys, and I walked out. I left everything behind, our home, our memories, the life we had built together. I didn't look back. Not when she called my name, not when I heard the raw pain in her voice. I just kept walking. The days that followed were a blur. Anger, heartbreak, confusion, all crashing together like an endless storm. But eventually, the storm began to fade, and I started to rebuild. A new city, a fresh start, a different job, a life without her. I buried myself in work, in anything that could keep my mind from wandering back to the past. But deep down, I knew the truth. I was running from the pain, running from her. Sometimes I thought about her, but only in the way you think about something long gone, something you've already lost. I was sure she was just another chapter in my past, a closed book, until she found me. It was a simple message, a number I no longer recognized, but I knew exactly who it was. We need to talk. I stared at the screen, my chest tightening. My mind screamed at me to ignore it, to block her, to move forward. But there was something about it, something that pulled me in, so I typed a single word. Why? Minutes later, my phone buzzed again. Please, I just need to see you. I could have ignored it. I should have. But a part of me wanted to see the regret on her face. So against my better judgment, I agreed. The cafe was quiet when I arrived. I spotted her immediately, sitting in the back, hands wrapped around a cup of coffee she hadn't touched. She looked different. The confident, carefree woman I once knew was gone. In her place sat someone exhausted. Hollow, the dark circles under her eyes, the way her shoulders slumped. She looked like someone who had spent the last year drowning in regret. When she saw me, her lips parted slightly, as if searching for the right words. I sat down. She searched my face, hope and fear tangled in her expression. I've thought about you every single day, she whispered. I leaned back, arms crossed. Really, I said, voice calm, because when I walked out that door, I didn't think you gave me a second thought. She shook her head quickly, eyes brimming with tears. I made a mistake, she whispered. I thought I wanted something else. I don't even know what I was thinking. But when you left, I realized I had thrown away the best thing in my life. Her fingers trembled as she reached across the table. Please, she said, voice breaking. Just tell me there's a chance. For the first time in a long time, I smiled, but it wasn't a smile of hope, not a smile of forgiveness. It was a smile of understanding. She wanted me to fix what she had broken, but there was nothing left to fix. I let her sit there, waiting, hoping for words that would undo the past. But I had nothing left to give her. Leaning forward, I placed my hands on the table and met her gaze. You wanted freedom, I said simply. You got it. Her breath hitched. She knew what was coming. I know, she whispered, tears spilling down her face. But I didn't know what I was losing. I exhaled slowly, shaking my head. That's the problem, I said. You only realized my worth when I was gone, and now it's too late. Her face crumpled. She opened her mouth to beg, to plead, to fight for me, but I was already standing. Pulling some cash from my pocket, I set it on the table, and I met her eyes one last time. Take care of yourself, I said softly. Then, just like I had a year ago, I walked away. Only this time, she was the one left behind.